Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Road to Diamond on Colonist.io 1v1. On today's board, we get the second pick, and our opponent immediately takes the 5-8-10, getting on good wheat, ore, and sheep. Now, I think we could try and counter that by picking this 8-4-10 down in the corner. And then our second pick, I think we might go with this 5-6-11. Now, I personally like to start with a road. So what I'm thinking is I might go 8-4-3 left to get to this 8-3 spot, and then potentially up to the 6-3. And I'll go 6-5-11 up to try and get to the 6-3-11. Now, our opponent could take the 6-3-11 and plow us here. So in that case, do we actually take this spot and go left over maybe to the 9-4-11? A lot of choices here. We could go 6-5-11 down to get to the 5-9. But let's start with this for sure. And we have time. We have a minute. Now, 5-6-11 down. If we go 5-6-11, does he take 5-9-10 instead? Maybe. So in that case, I'm almost thinking 5-6-11 left. Let's try and get to this 9-4-11. Let's do that. I think that feels like a solid plan. 5-9-10 is a good spot for him. He does go 6-3-11, so we do avoid a potential plow. And maybe we can even work our way back to this 5-9-10. All right, so my goal today, based on some feedback, based upon my own evaluation of some of my games, is I do have a tendency to play a little bit fast, especially in 1v1. So I'm going to try and slow myself down a little bit. And what I'm already looking at here is I want a brick, because I think this 4-10-11 spot is actually going to be one of our best spots to get to give ourselves another good wheat. There it is. And let's take it, because I don't want them to come down and take this 9-10-11. We'll plop it on right down there, and we'll start the game. So 7 rolls. Let's put it on the 4 sheep. Now, is there a wood port? The wood port's all the way over here, so I don't know if we're ever getting to that. Ton of wood. And we get an ore. Our opponent's on 10. I want to protect the ore and the sheep. We only go over with an 11. So let's hold 1. Ooh, we get the wheat. Opponent builds a road, trying to leave themselves unblockable, but there it is. So now does Catan do the Catan thing? No 7. Guess not. Let's start with a dev. We get a knight. And let's build over to this 8-3-10, and we'll hold. Take a wood, preferably. You could block our sheep, seeing that this is our only sheep. But I guess he blocks the brick, because it is our only brick. So let's take that. And we are going to block the wheat the entire time. So we get another dev in hand. I think we take it. Road builder's fantastic. And the spot I'm already eyeing is coming back to this 5-9-10. We just need a few rolls to hit first. A 5. Okay, one more roll. There's a 9. Good. And a second wheat. There's also an argument for this 6-3-9. We could even come up and try and get to this 10-9-2. 1092 does give us another sheep. All right, we're going to use the road builder. Yeah, I mean, it's a good expansion spot for them, so let's try and decrease their production a little bit. A brick. This hand isn't great. We do go over with a few rolls. We could pour it down for an ore, but we're on an 8, so that doesn't feel very good, so let's hold. A 6. A 5 would be great. All right. Well, let's block the 5 ore. We get a wood. I think here we pour it down for a brick. Then we plop this on here to try and get to our city, because even though we don't have a port, our play is going to be by getting a city. There's an 8. Another 8. Okay, let's hold one. The 9 rolls. Can we get an 8, please? Let's actually dev once, because if we roll an 8, which is our ore, we get to the city anyways. 7 rolls, take a wheat. Takes our ore. So let's go back to blocking the wheat. Let's go back to blocking the ore. There we go. We have our first city. And the 8, 4, 10 is definitely probably the strongest spot on the board. All right. Now, where do we want to build our road? Do I think the production is better here, or do I think that the port is better? I almost wonder if this 693 helps us out. Maybe we go to the 3-1. Yeah, let's build down. And if we can roll an 8, that's an instant city. But we don't get it. I'm going to port down all the... Let's port down the wheat, because we've actually been rolling a lot of wheat. And let's grab... victory point's not great. There's an 8. A 9 would be great. 10 would be great. Oh, they have the mono. Dang. Is that a city? Yeah, it's a city. The 11 rolls. I think someone sent something in our Twitch chat, even though we're not live. Let's port down. Let's grab an ore. City, dev. Just trying to stay actionable. Okay, 5 rolls. And I think here I'm probably going to block the 8 again. Just because it is their best wheat. We'll build a road. 3. Can we get an 8? We do. Let's hold one turn, see if we can't get a city. Take a sheep. Thank you. Thank you. Now, any wheat roll here is good. That's not as good. We're at 8. We'll hold. Ooh, very full hand. And we survive. So there is 3 devs on the table. I think this 6-5-11 gives us a lot of flexibility. And it helps us to build a little faster. So let's go with the 6-5-11. And we're going to hold, try and get this settled down so we get our port. An 8? Well, 8 doesn't work, actually. All right, let's port down. What do we do here? Our ore is blocked. A knight is great. And I actually feel like for once we're playing decently. We have we have a road connect. Our opponent has wasted a road, which is to our benefit. All right, so here, I think porting down for the brick is actually going to be the play to get this port. Yeah, that one was pretty clear. That's coming back. The 8's unblocked, which is good for us. Six, fine. 5 is good. And I think I want to go these two first. Then, or what do I want to do? All right, let's put it on the 8. Do we want the 5, 9, 10, or do we want the 6, 9, 3? I think we want the 6, 9, 3. So let's build our 2 roads. Take road. All right. And 8 rolls. They don't have a mono. So let's hold. I don't think that was the worst call. And that solidifies that that wasn't the worst call. In my mind. I think we take the city. Because now we're eyeing settle for the win. Oh, and we have it. Glad I took my time. That's a win, and I think that actually moves us into the platinum ranks. So GG's to our opponent. Yeah, plat 2, 1621. We look at the dice stats. The 3 definitely overrolled, which was one of our wheats. The 8 underrolled, which is kind of unfortunate. That was our ore, but it was blocked for quite a bit. 9, 10, 4, 5 did their job. Resource card stats, dev card stats. I guess, yeah, we had the victory point. Activity stats. And finally, the production stats. So, it's nice to get a win. It's nice to finally move into platinum. Thank you everyone for watching. I've appreciated all your comments, likes, and feedback. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. Check below. Make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss any future content. And I will see you guys on the next episode.